Yo, what is going on, guys? Support Russ back again with our Madden 17 Ultimate Team. As you guys can see, we do have the new 95 overall Latavius Murray for a gameplay today. Somebody asked me to do it on Twitter, which is kind of funny, and I just sent him a smiley face because I already knew I was going to do it. And then also a couple people were saying down in the comments that they wanted it, and I just decided to get him, man. I got him for about, I think, 147, and I was able to sell him back for like 180. So I made a good amount of coins on the card. I did play 2 games with them. Unfortunately, this is only 1 game because the first game actually corrupted. I don't know what was up with it, guys. There's sometimes Elgato will just, for some reason, start glitching if I have it open too long. And sure enough, after the first game, I go to edit it, and it was completely fucked. So I did have to restart the Elgato and load up another game. And unfortunately, this guy had pretty decent run D, and I wasn't able to show off Murray to the best of his ability in this game. In the first game, he did have 100 yards, and I will give you my thoughts on this Murray. But you guys will see in this game, I do get, a couple of plays with him, and you guys will see how he plays. There's a pretty clear indication of a couple runs that he has on how he plays. But overall, this is just a really good game. There's actually a lot of weird shit that goes on in this game. So I wanted to show the entire thing instead of like my idea of just showing run plays with like a card on a review. I don't know if I'll even call this a review, but I guess kind of. I mean, I only played 2 games with them. I don't know how professional people that do reviews actually do it. They play like 10 games with the card and then give you their responses. I have no idea. This is just a little mini review, I guess. But Latavius Murray, if you guys really want a trucking style back that does have some speed, I mean, obviously Latavius Murray is a really good option, but also Darren McFadden is a good option. That's my current running back. That's kind of who I was comparing him to. But Latavius Murray, the 92 speed, is definitely enough to get you around. It's nothing too insane at this point in the game, but it will definitely, let you move and let you, wiggle and all that type of shit. He's actually a very shifty back. He'll cut in and out insanely fast. Like I noticed that, as soon as I got him, he's 6'3", which is kind of crazy in the backfield. I don't know. I thought that looked kind of cool. I know a lot of people like smaller backs. Because he, I don't know, I guess they just fit, this is going to sound really bad, they fit into holes better. Oh man, that was cringy. Anyway, Latavius Murray, also another thing that I really tried in this game was to show you guys his pass blocking. He's actually a really, really good pass blocker. I was really surprised because he only had like 68 or something like that, and he was really good. He was chop blocking people. He was making blocks for me when I needed to roll out. He was actually doing a really, really good job as right here, 4th and 12. This is one of those bullshit plays I was talking about. Paul Krause on Zavante Adams, and Paul Krause is right in front of him, and I'm using it too. That wasn't just like the CPU, and he ends up getting a first on 4th and fucking 12 with a minute 51 left in the half. But you know what goes around comes around, that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, Latavius Murray, he's actually a pretty decent receiver with 72 catching. He can definitely catch the ball at the backfield. Easy on screens. Easy on, just little fly routes and stuff like that. Out routes, he's actually pretty money. Not the greatest route running and stuff in the world, but you know what? He can get the ball downfield. Receiving, if you really want to use him that way. It's not really his strength, but he can be used that way. Trucking, they seem like they've kind of nerfed trucking a little bit. I haven't seen a lot of people trucking, so I don't know if his trucking isn't that good, but he was not trucking people that much. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't putting down the truck stick and just running over people. In fact, there were a couple times in the first game, well, I know at least once for sure, he did try to truck stick somebody and got lit up and fumbled. And that's another thing with this card. This card does have kind of a fumble problem. I have noticed that every time it be one-on-one and maybe you try to truck, you could get big hit. Obviously, you could still truck them. There's still a high percentage that you just run over them. But for sure, Latavius Murray does have a fumble problem. I would definitely be careful. But like I said, this dude has solid run D. So, it's a little bit hard for me to be able to run the ball. But you guys see, I was using him in pass blocking situations. I really wanted to see how he worked there. Because I know in a lot of people's offense, their running back needs to be able to block. Especially, in the higher tiers, you need to be able to block these, really good players' blitzes. And, right there, that's one of the plays with the receiving that show. That was kind of weird because he was covered, but he was able to make that catch. In the first game, I did use him a good amount receiving. Like I said, I used him on outs. I used him on a couple streaks. He didn't really beat anybody, but, he definitely made some plays. 3rd and 15, Russell Wilson rolling out, looking for Ed McCaffrey D. We don't see anything, so we do take off on 3rd and 15, and we do end up converting. But Latavius Murray, I don't know if you guys can hear my dog in the background. He's going nuts. Right here, Latavius Murray, a really good run. If I would have cut that inside, that probably would have been a touchdown. So instead, right here, I do roll out to the right, And I think I see Kyle Rudolph cutting back in the middle of the field, but he goes behind the safety, and it is intercepted. Well, not the safety, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, but you guys already know we got the strip. Ed McCaffrey. Oh, we forced the strip in the end zone, and we get a touchdown. What goes around comes around. 4th and 12. This dude ended up getting it, I guess, right there. That wasn't really a bad read. I just thought Kyle Rudolph was going to go underneath the corner. And sure enough, he didn't. But then this dude makes a huge mistake. Tries to go to the out route. I adjusted perfectly. And Zach Brown was right there for the interception. Now it's Latavius Murray time. I was trying to run the ball with Latavius Murray at this point and give him the ball. And you guys see a really nice block on the right side. If you go back and watch that play, he makes really, really good blocks for not having, you know, insane pass block. But at this point, I'm just trying to win this game. Right there, you guys can see trying to truck, just getting completely obliterated. Obviously, 2 people there. But yeah, at this point, this game was really, really close. And I felt like I got bullshitted, so I was just trying to steal a win. So you guys will see I was trying to, you know, do a couple of different things right here. Try to run a counter. I cut it way too far outside. That was actually Theo Riddick because it was 3rd down. 4th and 16, we do end up taking our field goal with 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So now we are up by 7. And at this point, this kind of just turned into a gameplay because this is actually a really, really good finish and a really crazy finish. You guys will see. 1st and 10, this dude looking with Cunningham. There is nothing open. I'm guarding his deep route that he kept trying to go to. 1st and 10, and it is batted up on a fumble, and Geno fucking Atkins. Stonehands McDougal over there. I don't even know. McDougal? I don't know. I thought that was kind of a funny name. But anyway, we do end up getting a sack on the next play. Actually, sub Vic Beasley back. And the only reason Geno Atkins was in it end was because he was running power. But Geno Atkins, he picked that off. Or not pick it off, I guess. But catch the fumble in the air. That's the end of the game. 4th and 33. He has to go for it. And it is batted away. But at the 14-yard line, we decide to run with Murray. And he dies. Latavius Murray fumbles, which was a huge problem. But then on the next play, Jonathan Cyprien lays the boom right back. And Damon Harrison falls on it. 2 fumbles back to back. And I ain't playing any games right now. I want this fucking win. And I am getting this win as we take 3 knees. And we end up taking a field goal to make it 16-6. I'm sorry, guys. Call me a bitch if you want to. But I wanted that win because that was just a ridiculous game. I was so scared that he was going to fumble again. Or that I was just going to fumble again. And wow, that was ridiculous. But anyway, verdict on Latavius Murray is if you need a speed / trucking back, you know, that can do work, just throw out MMM. Why the fuck not? Let's go. That's the way to end the video. Latavius Murray works well as a speed back and a trucking back, even though he does not, or power back, even though he does not truck insanely well. I have noticed that. Like I said, he did not truck a lot of people, but he is very shifty. He cuts in and out on a dime really, really easily. He is a very, very good pass blocker is what I've noticed. He does make really, really nice blocks in the backfield. Can definitely pick up blitzes. And as a receiver, he's definitely solid. Not the #1 target guy, but if you need to dump off, Latavius Murray can definitely be your guy. I did hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to look out for the next one. And as always, Dangerous Army, I'm out. If you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to hit subscribe. It's a big red button. Can't miss it. Also, be sure to hit that like button. And finally, if you have not already, be sure to go check out my Instagram, my Twitter, and my second channel. All 3 links are down in the description below.
Like a Hellcat.